Yeah, it's the Archivist, y'all. Exclusively interviewing the Pharcyde.
The Archivist.
Archivist, what's up, man?
What's behind the name, man? The Archivist.
Excellent. And who is the crew, the Pharcyde?
The crew is the two you see right here. My name is Imani.
Booty
Represent
Brown.
Pharcyde.
That's what we do.
And the dance era out of South Central LA meeting together. Break it down for us.
Break it down. South Central is a big place on the map, I guess. Sometimes it moves depending on the scenario. It wasn't really like South Central. It was like SoCal.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because he's from Pasadena. We from the South Bay, all different parts of the cities and stuff. And we just like linked up in like Inglewood. We were dancing, you know what I mean? Doing contests and videos and stuff like that. Just to hustle. Just really like to dance and shit.
There's a lot of people came out to dancing, you know, like a lot of Alex, the comedian, you know, like he was in the dance scene. So there's like a lot of different people that's in the industry now that was just like dancers at that time. And it was like different levels of the dance scene. And went through what we called the trendy phase, which was more like
The LA thing.
LA thing, like electro rock kind of sort of dancing, and then it kind of went into the hip hop phase. So it was different levels of it, you know, but it helped shape the what we are, you know, for sure.
And Uncle Imani,
Yep.
Reggie Andrews, Rick James.
Rick James.
2 for 2, putting it down on In Living Color. It goes way back since high school.
Yep. Basically, we, you know what I'm saying, like, we was on Living Color, we met Rosie Perez. She was like, yo, you know, what do you guys want to do? You know, I like your dance or whatever. And then we knew a guy named Arthur. And Arthur kind of brought us into the whole fold. We was up there, like, at first just showing them just, like, different moves that we were doing in the club. And then after a certain, they was like, yo, you guys should come on. And that was kind of like the whole Living Color introduction.
Reggie Andrews and Rick James. I was trying to get it all together. He was the dude where it was his house, and he was helping Jay Swift and like up and coming inspiring artists to do their thing. He helped produce some stuff with Rick James and like the Daz Band.
Let It Whip was like one of the songs that he wrote for like the Daz Band. He was in a group called Karma, and so like he had like not only was he a musician, but he had after school program at Lock High, and that's kind of like where he would bring other people that, you know, teach like vocal classes and stuff like that. And that's pretty much where he met Jay Swift, and Peace from the Freestyle Fellowship went to Lock High.
We didn't go to the high school. We just came to the after school spot. For all different reasons, we ended up at the same spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for each of you, Bizarre Ride 2, one of the most influential albums of the 90s.
Bam.
Epic.
It went gold back in the day, but I mean,
Yeah.
it was a hard ride. I mean,
Yeah, it wasn't
hindsight.
like people jumped on it at first. Like it probably took like 4 years of touring. Like there was Lollapalooza, there was a couple of other tours we went on, and then that's when it went gold. But it was a struggle. I think people wasn't used to the sound. It took some people getting used to. But now I guess like people caught on, and it hit the mark, it hit the pinnacle. I guess 20 years. So.
And the group capturing the vibe to bug out to. Let's hear some of the craziest things you guys have ever done. It's the Pharcyde.
Craziest things.
See, music is music, man. It's like you capture the music because those times are crazy. It's like, I don't know. When
it depends what you want to say is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what's crazy? Like we can say we did some
crazy.
I say the craziest would be the 7-Eleven. Would be the 7-Eleven thing, the microwave with the.
I mean, we was doing all kind of crazy shit.
Yeah. Like.
But it wasn't because of the Pharcyde. We was just living. We was just young and ignorant, and just living, just not giving a fuck, just feeling whatever you feeling at the time.
I would say like 7-Eleven, shitting in the cup, and putting it in the microwave on full blast was one. And then the other one was doing donuts on the baseball field near the sheriff station.
Just stupid.
Yeah, just things that you shouldn't do, but it was fun, and I wasn't thinking.
All that was pre-Pharcyde.
Yeah, so you can't do that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
we could get into the Pharcyde and say, let's do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, that was That was
we
just
doing
that was
crazy
everyday stuff.
shit. Then we had to tone that shit down because you can't get away doing that kind of shit with the cameras on you. And that was before the internet and TMZ and all that shit, but you can't do that kind of shit now.
And Lab Cabin California, the record.
Bam. Like, man, I want everything to just be different, and we was all kind of like feeling that, like, man, we want something different, something totally different. So we went to New York looking, because we was really into like the ITC, like digging into crazy. We was into that shit. We was into Large Professor. We was into Primo, like those kind of, you know, like New York producers, because we was from LA, but we love New York, we love hip hop. So we wanted to go out there. We got it with Q-Tip. And we met Q-Tip a couple of times. He was like, yeah, come to New York, we gonna fuck with you, fuck with Diamond D and all these cats. And Q-Tip to JD, well, he didn't introduce us to him. He introduced us to a tape that had sounds on it, not even whole loops and beats.
Yeah, because Tip was like, man, shout out Tip, you know what I'm saying? Because he was just like, he just kept it 100. He was just like, yo, man, I'm doing this Mobb Deep stuff right now. Like, I can't, you know, I'm kind of pushed for beats. And he's like, I met this dude. And then he just gave us like the tape. Like, and the tape had like 15 tracks on it, but they were only like 30 seconds, like 20, like very like boom. You can just get the vibe, and then the next one would come on. Then he's just like, yo, what is? Because like everybody at that time would just sing you full tracks, like, you know what I'm saying. So you just hearing this like boom, and then that was just it. And then we brought it back, and the label wasn't happy because it wasn't the.
It didn't sound like Bizarre Ride.
And it wasn't the big name producers that they thought we were going out there to go work with. All of a sudden, you know, you go out there, you're going to work with P-Rock, you got Primo, then you come back with JD. They're like, huh, what is this? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And what are these songs you guys are making? Not just what is this, what do you got? Because it sounded totally different from Bizarre Ride. It wasn't happy. You know what I mean? You know, we learned some other shit. We grew up a little bit, so it sounded different. That first album was like you just said, the Pharcyde, show me ass, give it to me, baby. And then the second album was more like, let me think about it. It sounded different. It wasn't, not saying which one was better, it just sounded different. And at the time, it wasn't all appreciated and embraced like that. So, and that's why I keep saying hindsight. Because now you can kind of appreciate it, because people can look at it and be like, yeah, they work with Dilla, yeah, and they say all the greatness about it, but they weren't there like when it wasn't fresh. Like,
I'm starting to understand though. I think it's just people don't want to grow up, and that's why Bizarre Ride is just what it is, because it's just like people can just
vicariously through the music.
They can still live young. They can still be young when they listen to the music, you know. And I get it, but I think that's why Lab Cabin was different, because it wasn't like, we're not young anymore. Like, you know, we're in the game, and this is what it is, and we want to let other people know that this is what it is. I thought, you know, that was good. I mean, Tip was kicking 4,080 and stuff like that. So,
and for you two, any studio stories? We're now on the 20th anniversary.
It's just the experience, man. It's like, it's hard to break it down because it's like a brick wall, and it's like every brick has its own story. It's the wall that I'm looking at. It's not like the bricks. So it's like, for me, it's the experience, because, I mean, we didn't really know where we was going to be, how we was going to get there. We know we wanted to go. We didn't know how we was going to get there, and it's just been a trip, just like a bizarre ride. We still riding. So I just say the experience, man, this whole Pharcyde experience, for me, is just like, because we still building the picture. Like, if my career was over and done, and I was never going to make nothing else, I may be able to sit back and really be like, let me really tell you a scenario. But right now, I'm still painting the picture. I'm still sculpting the sculpture, so it's hard.
I'll tell you a best session, and the song ain't even out yet. Our best, the funnest, most craziest sessions when Bobby Brown and Ralph Transmit came down to the house in North Hollywood, and I had to pick Bobby Brown up from the corner.
That's pretty memorable.
And he was eating a pepperoni pizza from the gas station and the Budweiser. And I was like, man, you're rich. And he was like, yeah, it's like, well, he didn't even care. Like, and I got to ask him questions, like, dude, like, how's it feel? And he was just like, it's great. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, you know, and that was a good one. They got in the booth and they sung together. Like, it was like, it was that was a good one. That was a good one.
and selling millions of units to date, passing me by, running, pack the pipe, your mama, going on the billboard, making MTV raps, Much Music Rap City in the mid-90s. What is your guys' largest accomplishment?
Largest accomplishment is being here for 20 years and still doing it, man, because the money gonna come and go, but you can't take away the experience of 20 years of just like how you affect people with the music type shit. I mean,
yeah, people like yourself want to know. You know what I'm saying? That's an accomplishment. Like, man, we could just be like in the backyard with a pot belly, wondering what happened. You know what I'm saying? But we here in Vancouver. You know what I'm saying? People ask questions. She's taking pictures. People are just, you know, wondering what's going on. And so, like, just for people to have the question in their mind, what's next and what's going on, means that you're doing something right, because people still have an anticipation of what you're trying to do.
And the Sideways Greatest Hits album, how did it go? And then on to Plain Rap and Humble Beginnings.
Sideways, one. That
Space
was
Boogie X?
That Sideways is not. I'm not gonna show you this.
Okay.
I'll show you quick.
Okay.
Boom. Because we don't have nothing to do with that. And the reason why, we jump right into it. Imani, Booty Brown, Fat Lip, and Slim Kid Trey. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take this thing off for you. Everybody knows there was 4 people in the group. We had some internal things, you know, creative differences, personality differences, you know, growing up, you know, different wants and desires. Anyway, make a long story short, we don't fuck with Delicious Vinyl. We haven't fucked with Delicious Vinyl really since Lab Cabin. We kind of fucked with them with Plain Rap, but that was really the break where we just like broke off. Never wanted to have anything to do with them again. And the other guys kind of felt different. They were like nostalgic. Let's reminisce. Let's recreate an era, and let's relive. That's why they're doing whatever they're doing. And we have no beef. It's whatever. But we don't try to pretend or make a scenario like, you see who you see here? It's 2 of us. You won't see no extra DJ. You won't see no extra MC. You won't see no extra entity just to make a picture look right. Picture looks right with the 2 because it is right. And it's no beef. It's ill will, because we kind of feel like they didn't want to be here, and now they're kind of taking advantage of a scenario that they did help create, but they also helped destroy. And that's how I feel about it. And, you know, it is what it is. We don't tell, you know, if you'd have went to the other show, it would have been no hard feelings, because they helped create it. But the Pharcyde is here. Like, we continue to build, continue to create, and there's some energy that's going on here. That shit is like something that was concocted by the record company.
And Schmoochy Cat.
You seen that Bizarre album?
If you see your mama video, if you see the skinny guy that's in the middle between me and Fat Lip, that's Smooch Cat. That's great. He's been around for forever. And so basically, I say in 2000, we was just, it got serious. Like, things got serious, and that's when we kind of hooked up, and we was just like, yo, we gotta take this to the next level. There's a lot of things going on, and so 99, 2000, we went out on tour, and then after that, that's just been the way we've been rolling. Like, I mean, it's been around, you know?
Hell yeah. And for each of you, the best Pharcyde memory together, you'd like to share?
The best, man, I can't.
Oh, it's been so
man, it's so many. Like, man, that's like, man, that's when you say like stuff like that, it's just so hard to just say, because it's just like, man.
I mean, it's been a couple of cool things, and it's not even shit that even. It's just cool because other people can get off on it. Like somebody putting you in Rolling Stones and saying, "Oh, it's one of the greatest hip hop records ever." Like some shit you just never thought about.
I say some great ones. Like, there'll never be events like Freaknik in Atlanta. It'll never be stuff like that. And like Jack the Rapper. And like, that was like incredible being at those places, because I mean, you see every rapper in the world, like everybody from Tretch to like, man, you walk out your hotel door.
Magic Show is kinda
but but Magic Show is for clothes. You gotta imagine, Jack the Rapper was for MC.
It was strictly for MC, music. That's a music conference.
And it was a hotel just locked down, and people were trying to get into that hotel, could not get in. And it was just, you walk out your hotel door, and it could be anybody next door. Project Pat could be this way, and Bun B could be over there.
That's why you gotta take advantage of the scenario when it's there, and you can't when things are gone, they're gone. They're never gonna come back.
Yeah.
And you can't recapture shit. So you gotta live in the now and just take hold of whatever's happening and just juice it for everything it's worth. And then when you look back on it, you be like, you know what, I did that, but not saying, damn, I wish I can go back so I can. You can't always do that, but I would like to get to that level where every time I'm in a scenario, I really can take advantage and appreciate the now.
For sure. Very excellent. And your solo projects, anything to elaborate on? Booty Brown, Google Nerds?
Yeah, Google Nerds with Mocha. We've been working on a project at like an album for like a couple of years now. But we've been doing side projects. Like he has his Christmas albums that he does, so I'll do
Martian Xmas.
Yeah, do the Martian stuff. Do some stuff like that. We got our own little project. Bird Talk is leaking out there. You know what I'm saying? I gave it to a couple of people. And there's just a lot of stuff that we got going on. We trying to do the stuff with, we want to get down with the bots. This new kind of like two guys rock like some straight rock stuff. They cool. Gotta check them out. He got his stuff going on.
Ultra hip funk wave. Ultra wave hip funk. Funk ultra hey. Remember that.
Hell yeah. And eclectic compassion.
That was just a period where Brown had some ideas. And because we make music, and it's not like, oh, when's the next record? It's like music is coming. But there's going to be records to come. But that was just a moment.
Yeah, it was a thought. Like at the time, like I was like, man, I want to do something. But then like, I can just honestly say like sometimes you can think of the thought, but then like the concept, like Pharcyde, I think that's what makes our music kind of different, and just everything is just like I try to complete a concept. Like I have to go all the way with it. If it's plain rap, it's just gotta from artwork to what the songs mean, lab cabin. Like it has to be a complete concept. So eclectic compassion, I could say, was an incomplete concept. It happens.
And tours with De La Soul, A Tribe Called Quest, Lollapalooza 94. You've done Glastonbury Fest, the largest crowd and best tour you've ever rocked.
Best tour we ever rocked. I'm gonna have for me personally, I used to love the Lollapalooza stage, and it wasn't the big stage, it was the second stage. And it wasn't because of the kind of people that came. It was just like, it was different.
Yeah, that was I said, because I'm going back to one of the moments, a good moment was Beastie Boys saying, yo, come out on stage. It was Lollapalooza.
40,000 jumping,
50,000
screaming,
people
hipsters
just
going crazy.
I mean, crazy. And he just like, come on. And he was just like, ah. And that was it. That was just like, man, this is ridiculous.
And for each of you, the best hip-hop memory you two have been part of or contributed to?
Oh, man, I'm going to have to go with Drop, dog. I think we hit it with Drop. Just the whole everything, how it came out. Like, that shit it fucked niggas' heads up. And it's still fucking niggas' heads up. Like, Pass Me By is cool, the albums are cool, but that video, I mean, that people really, really fucking, like, they love that shit. Like, I thought it was tight, but I mean, motherfuckers is like... And we didn't get no awards for that shit. We didn't get nothing. But it seemed like we did because everybody loves it so much. I mean, that video's, I like it.
I would say when we did Jiggable Time. Because we had a $5,000 budget. And they was just like, look. And he was like, what are you going to do? He's like, okay, we're going to go to the desert. We're going to get some girls. And then we're going to make them dance in grass skirts.
And we gonna do some special effects.
And that was raw to the bone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but if it was from our hands though.
Yeah. I think that was with the skits and run it with the rerun and stuff. Like all that kind of stuff.
Are you familiar with this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like that was just raw to the bone. Even to the director that worked with, because he was a quirky guy. Like it was just all just cool, you know what I'm saying?
And you guys have anything to share on your legacy as a group?
Nah, man, that's for the people, man. We just trying to make some music, man.
And the only thing I don't have nothing to share. I just say thanks. Like, basically, like, it's just like one big thank you for people just hanging in there and going through, you know, the drama that's going around and everything else that's there. Because, you know, people could just follow something else and do something else. But thanks for the people who, you know, like yourself coming down, you know what I'm saying? Coming down and having an interview, you know what I'm saying? Bringing pretty girls to take pictures, you know what I'm saying? We need these are the things that we need. We
have an app that you guys can download from the
Pharcyde app.
Yeah. It'll keep you linked into where everything that's going on, whether it's new music, videos, tours.
And you can get it on your Droid. You can put it on your Droid. You can put it on your iPhone. It's just an app. You know, we thought
SoundCloud is the newness, but that's where you can hear music. Because people always like, we want to hear some more stuff. We don't get enough. We heard the records, but we want more. And it's like previous release, unreleased,
remixes,
future releases, all kind of shit. But it's the Pharcyde 2 for 2 on the SoundCloud channel.
My new thing is I'm not gonna say what's coming out unless it's done. Then once it's done, then I feel like I'm gonna say it's coming out. But I'm not gonna do that no more and just keep saying, oh, something's gonna come out, like it's gonna come out. Like we have the idea, we both kind of agree with the idea, but until like it's 100% done, then you can just say, okay, this is gonna come out, because you just kind of play yourself all the time when you just keep saying something's going to come out, then it doesn't come out, you know?
Lose that momentum, that hype.
Yeah. So that's my promise to the people. You know what I'm saying? If I say something, it's done. It's finished. It's on its way.
To make the collection complete, you need to have plain rap and you need to have Humboldt. And this is not. That doesn't count. We need Humboldt. We need Humboldt and plain rap. There's we try to be honest with you. There's good things happening on plain rap. Humboldt is a more completed idea. We're not gonna say which one is better, but we're just saying.
Yeah, it was like stuff going down in plain rap, but it
continues. The saga does.
And you guys have anything to say to Canada?
Vancouver, y'all been there with us. It's been a long, hard ride. We still riding. Still bizarre ride, and y'all can find us in cyberspace at thepharcyde.com. You got to put thepharcyde.com, Instagram, Twitter. The magic word is 2 for 2. When you Google it, you Google the Pharcyde 2 for 2, and it'll send you where you need to go. If it ain't 2 for 2, it ain't official.
I had to go with my man Smooch Cat's words when we were driving. He said, "The city is very pretty." And when that was it, you know, like, man, it's like, man, you know, embrace your city. Like, you know what I'm saying? You guys got a beautiful city, you know what I'm saying? Embrace that. You know, I embrace it when I come up here. The people are nice, you know what I'm saying?
And you guys got any shouts?
Shouts?
Shout out to my man Mocha Only, Vancouver. Shout out to you, Artemis, for coming, you know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to my man Smooch Cat. You know, we working hard. We're going to be at South by Southwest. You guys can check us out there. Hope, you know, if you're down, come check us out. It's going to be a good time.
Shout out to all the people that's coming down to see the show tonight.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Shout out to the new Amsterdam Cafe.
And Mark Emery.
Yeah, they hooked me up. I went down there, I vaporized. You know what I mean? I walked the streets, faded as hell. It was nice. Yay. And it's pretty city.
And shouts to Smoochy Cat and
Smoochy Cat.
And
Smoochy Cat.
And Periscope and Hilly Dilly and
Lil T.
Yeah, hell yeah. Lil T, the homie all day. And shouts to Fortune Sound Club, and this is the Archivist, and you already know the name, y'all.
Oh, fucking my shit up.
Thanks. Good looking, man. Preach.